That perfect assistant who just gets it, the one who doesn't need training, who anticipates what you need, who reads your mind and executes flawlessly, that person doesn't exist. Not because good assistants don't exist, they do, but because what I'm describing here isn't a person. It's actually assistant. You've been looking for months. You might have been looking for a year. You've interviewed people, hired people, let people go. And you keep thinking the right person is out there, someone who just gets my business, someone who doesn't need hand holding. But here's the truth, even if you found someone amazing, they'd still ask you questions. They'd need guidance. They'd still require your input. Because without systems, every assistant you try to hire or you do hire becomes a bottleneck manager instead of an actual assistant. You see, I work with business owners who've been through this cycle. I've been through it myself. I've hired someone, I've gotten hopeful, got frustrated, hire someone else, and repeat. It's the same story over and over again. Like you, I thought I had a hiring problem, but I actually had a systems problem. So today I'm going to show you what qualities make up this unicorn assistant fantasy and how you can fix it, why this person doesn't exist, and what happens when you keep looking, what you're really asking for when you want to hire someone who just gets it, what needs to exist in your business before any assistant or AI can succeed, and what the actual alternative is to searching for that perfect person. So let's start with what you're actually looking for. When you're looking for the perfect assistant, here's what you're imagining. Quality one, they just get it. They understand your business without lengthy explanations. They know what you need before they ask. They anticipate problems and solve them. They read your mind, basically. Quality two, they don't need training. That's one of the things most people don't want to take the time doing. They think that they can hand them tasks and they execute perfectly. They don't need oversight. Day one, they hit the ground running and they produce. Quality three, they write in your voice. Social emails, posts, content, everything sounds exactly like you wrote it. No edit needed, no off brand content. Quality number four, they handle everything independently without your oversight. Client questions, operations, content, marketing, tech issues, course support, they don't need you for decisions, they just handle it. Quality number five, they're always available and never overwhelmed. No matter how much you add to their plate, they stay on top of it. They're fast, efficient, and never stressed. Sound familiar? Well, let me tell you this story about I had a client who sent me a job description for an assistant she wanted to hire. I'm going to read you parts of it. I'm looking for a self starter who can manage all aspects of my business with minimal oversight. Must be able to write content in my voice, handle customer service, manage course delivery, create social media, and anticipate my needs before they arrive. Should be comfortable working independently and making decisions without constant check in. Well, I told her, you're not looking for an assistant. You're looking for a clone of yourself who doesn't need a salary. She laughed, but frankly, I wasn't joking. If that job description sounds reasonable to you, I need you to hear this. You're not describing a person, you're describing a team of AI assistants plus systems that plus decision frameworks. And here's why good assistants, they exist. Great assistants exist, but that unicorn assistant that you are looking for doesn't, that person doesn't exist. Here's why. No one just gets your business without being trained. Your business is specific, your clients are specific, your offers are specific, your voice is specific. Even the most talented person needs to learn those things about you and your business. And if you don't have them documented, they're learning by asking you questions, which defeats the whole point of hiring someone. No one can write in your voice without being trained on it first. Your voice isn't generic, it's yours. It has specific patterns, energies, phrases, tone. A talented writer can imitate it after spending months and lots of money that you're spending on them studying your content. Or you can actually train AI on it in a week or less. No one can handle everything independently without frameworks. Every decision they make, they're guessing. What would she do here? How would she handle this? Without frameworks in your business, they either ask you constantly or they make mistakes. No one is available for everything without burning out. So you're really asking this one person to do the work of 5 people: social media manager, content creator, customer service, operations coordinator, marketing manager. That's not realistic. That's a recipe for turnover. One of my clients hired 4 assistants in 1 year, 4 different people. Each time she was hopeful. This person seems great. They have experience. They get it. Within 3 months, same pattern. They'd ask too many questions, or they make decisions she didn't agree with, or they get overwhelmed and quit. She told me, I don't understand. I am hiring qualified people. Why does this keep happening? I asked to see her systems documentation, her framework, her processes. She had a Google document with just some notes on it. That's it. She was expecting every person to build the systems in their head, to reverse engineering her thinking, to execute properly, perfectly without guidance. No wonder they all failed. When you hire someone without systems, you're asking them to be psychic, and then you're mad when they're not. So, when you say you want someone who just gets it, here's what you really mean. You want to hire someone that knows how to do things without you explaining everything. That's not a person. That's documentation, systems, processes written down. You want someone who makes decisions the way you did. That's not intuition. That's decision frameworks. When X happens, do Y. You want someone who can write content that sounds like you. That's not a talented writer. That's AI trained on your voice plus an editor who reviews it. You want someone who handles operations smoothly? That's not one person doing everything. That's AI doing the repetitive work plus someone managing the systems. So here's what you're really asking for when you want that unicorn assistant. You work in systems that don't require your brain, AI trained on your voice and decision making, frameworks that guide execution, and automation that handles all of the predictable stuff. Plus, all you need then is one solid person who manages all of that. Do you see the difference? You're not really looking for a superhuman person. You're looking for a system of tools and frameworks and AI that one person can manage. I had a client who'd been searching for that perfect assistant for 2 years. She hired 6 people, none of them worked out. So I asked her, Sarah, what would the perfect assistant to be able to do on day one? She listed everything: content, emails, course support, operations, social media, client communication. I said, that's not a person. That's a full operations team. Or it's AI doing specific jobs with that one person managing them. Her face changed. Oh, I've been looking at the wrong thing. Exactly. So here's what needs to exist in your business before any assistant or AI can succeed. Before you hire anyone, or if you already have someone in place who's struggling, here's what you need to have in place. Number one, documented processes. It's not hard to do that with AI if you have a trained assistant that you can just tell them and they create it for you. How you onboard clients, how you create content, how you handle customer questions, how you manage your course, how you run your operations. Not in your head, written, documented, accessible. Second, decision-making frameworks. Your assistant, whether it's a human or AI, needs to know how you think. When someone asks for a refund, here's how we handle it. When a student is stuck, here's the process. When two things are urgent, here's how we prioritize. You give them your decision logic, not just tasks. Third, AI doing the heavy lifting for you. When one person can't do anything, but one person can manage AI that does everything that you're looking for in that unicorn assistant. AI writes content in your voice, your assistant reviews and posts it, AI handles repetitive customer questions, your assistant handles exceptions. AI drafts your emails using your frameworks. Your assistant sets them up and sends them. Your assistant then goes from doing all the work to managing your systems. Fourth, clear boundaries on what's theirs versus what's yours. What decisions can they make independently? What needs your approval? What truly is yours to handle? Without this, they'll either ask you everything or make decisions you disagree with, right? So, one of my clients, her name is Jody. She rebuilt her business using this framework that I've been telling you about. She documented her processes, to created decision frameworks, set up AI to handle her content and support, defined clear boundaries. Then she hired her assistant. Now, some of you may already have assistants and you want to make them more better at what they're doing, more productive, right? Well, you can do this too. Week one, once she had that all in place and her assistant came on board, week one, her assistant was more productive, not asking endless questions, not overwhelmed. Week four, her assistant told her, "This is the first job, Jody, where I actually know what I'm doing." Not because this assistant was special or a unicorn, but because that foundation existed. Business, AI, framework, boundaries. That's what any assistant truly needs to help them succeed. So, what's the actual alternative to searching for that unicorn assistant? Well, stop looking for them. Instead, build the system that makes any competent person, you may even have that person on your team right now, to make them successful. Here's what that system looks like. You build the working systems first. Then, before you hire anybody, you document your processes, create your frameworks, set up your tools, get it working. And now, with the help of AI, it's easy to get that all documented in just days, right? Then you continue to layer in AI to do those specific jobs within those systems that you've created. AI writes your content in your voice. AI can handle your course support using your frameworks. AI manages customer emails. AI can create all of your social medias. AI handles the repetitive, predictable work, and they sound just like you. Then you hire one solid person or train the person you already have to manage those systems that you just built. Then they're not doing everything. They're managing AI that does everything. They review the AI written content and post it. They monitor AI handled support and escalate exceptions. They manage the systems instead of doing all the tasks. That's how one person becomes as effective as 5 people. Not because they're superhuman, but because they have AI and the right systems supporting them. See, I worked with a business owner who had been through 7 assistants in 3 years. He kept thinking, I just need to find the right person. We shifted his approach, built his systems first, added AI in to do the heavy lifting, created frameworks for decision making. Then he hired assistant number 8. 6 months later, I'm happy to say that assistant is still there, thriving, confident, not overwhelmed. Same business owner, same expectations, different foundation. The assistant isn't special. They're not a unicorn. The system is. So you can keep looking for the unicorn assistant, hiring, being disappointed, starting over, staying on that kind of treadmill, right? In that, just keep doing it. Or you can build the system that makes any assistant great. Here's what that means for you. Let's recap. The unicorn assistant has 3 qualities: just gets it, needs no training, writes in your voice, handles everything, and never gets overwhelmed. That person doesn't exist because no one is psychic. Everyone needs training. Writing in someone's voice takes time. One person cannot do 5 jobs. And truth is, everyone has capacity limits. What you're really asking for are systems, AI, frameworks, automation, plus one person who can manage it all for you. So, what needs to happen first is documented processes, decision frameworks, AI doing the heavy lifting to help you create all of that, and the clear boundaries for that AI. The actual alternative is to build your systems first, add AI in, and then hire someone to manage your systems for you. That's why the big AI business team works. It's not one person doing everything. It's the systems that build support your team. AI doing the repetitive work, frameworks guiding decisions, and your assistant managing all. We build the systems first, we add the AI systems, we create the frameworks. Then we train your team to help you hire the right person to manage everything. You're not looking for a unicorn anymore. You're building the foundation that makes any competent person on your team successful. If you're ready to get started, book an AI business game plan call with me. The links are in the description. And if you're thinking, what does this really look like when I hire someone with systems in place? You need to watch the next video in my series where I'm showing you exactly how lean teams can scale with the right AI support.